So I recently purchased Apple's latest product, the AirPod Pros. I'm a current AirPods user. I use these every single day on my daily commute. They're great headphones. They tend to fall out of my ears a little bit. The nice thing about them is they allow pass-through audio, so when I'm commuting, I don't have to worry about getting hit by a vehicle. I can be situationally aware and know what's going on around me. They've been awesome headphones. I just love their simplicity. I love how easy it is to pair them with new devices and to switch from iPad to my iPhone to my MacBook. I also use, when traveling, the Bose QC700s. These have been fantastic if you like noise canceling. Do a fantastic job of cutting out all the ambient noise around you and allowing you to enjoy whatever audio you want to listen to, and or just relax and enjoy no audio and have a nice rest. So I'm interested to try out the new AirPod Pros because they allow some of that noise canceling. They also give you the option to do transparency mode, which will allow you to hear what's going on around you if you're commuting. And I think they might have a better fit and stay in my ear better. So we'll see. We're gonna unbox them for you and I'll show you what that looks like. It's like Apple fashion. They have their new pull tab system for unboxing. I used to like to unbox with a knife. Oh, it just came right off. But now we're gonna be unboxing just by using the pull tab. And we'll see what's in the box. We got our design by Apple. Do they have an Apple sticker? That's an important thing to have in an Apple product. No sticker. Cheaping out with no sticker. Lots of good literature though, talking about the different tips that you can put on your AirPods for a custom fit depending on your ear size. So the AirPods themselves. These are the different tips. So it comes with the medium ones installed, and there are small and large tips in the box. And a USB-C or a Thunderbolt to Lightning cable for charging. There they are. You can see how easy the pairing process is for these Apple devices now. It's just a simple tap to connect, and it walks you through some of the information on how to pause and play your media, how to skip tracks, and how to activate noise canceling with a long press of the tips. The interesting thing about these new tips though is I'm used to the capacitive touch of the original Apple AirPods, where by just tapping on the side you can go from your current track to your next track. You can also pause and play your music, and I have mine currently set up to where if I double tap the left side, that activates the Siri feature so I can give my phone commands while commuting. These though don't have that capacitive tap. They have pressure sensitive touch where you squeeze the tip here, and that is what does the noise canceling activation and also your pause, play, and next track functions. The original Apple AirPods just sat in your ear and there was no seal created with the ear tip. AirPods Pro have a soft rubber ear tip that sits in your ear and creates a seal. They come with 3 different size tips. Straight out of the box, they're installed with the medium size tips, but you have the option to use small and large tips as well. Apple has included an ear tip fit test as part of the settings inside your Bluetooth setup for the device. This allows you to see if the tip is creating a proper seal. In my experience, all 3 sizes, the small, medium, and large tips, all pass this test. I felt the large ones are obviously too big for my small ear. The medium ones fit well, and the small ones also fit well. I found that the small size falls out of my ear much more often and did not create a great seal, even though it passed the fit test. So I went with the medium size tips. Over the past 4 days of use with these devices, I found that regardless of the tip size, they tend to fall out after a couple minutes of use. And I wasn't even exercising with them yet. My activity included more moving around my office, putting away things and cleaning the house. And just in that kind of activity, they were falling out of my ears. So that's not really a great thing. Even the medium tips, which I think are the right size for me, they don't perform that fantastically. I can see myself, see, they tend to fall out. So that's unfortunate. I really hope at some point, maybe some third-party manufacturers create some aftermarket tips that are foam. I believe in my mind that foam, if you're going to do ear tips, foam tips are completely superior to the rubberized ones. But as you can see, the Apple ones, oh, they're not coming off easy. These Apple ones, I believe, are going to be proprietary. How they seal on here, and I'll get a close-up, is completely proprietary right now. And I hope maybe at some point somebody creates an aftermarket tip for these, because a foam tip would be far superior. Noise canceling features. So they have noise canceling completely off, which is just passive, and then the transparency mode. I found that each one of these modes, when used for your liking, once again, superb. Transparency was fantastic if you're commuting and you need to be situationally aware of the things that are going on around you. And I also found that the noise cancellation feature is amazing. I wouldn't call it Bose quality noise canceling. Over-the-ear noise canceling, in my opinion, is superior. But the fact that these can do what they do and they're just in-ear is amazing. I can't speak highly enough of that. And I think that for short air travel trips, maybe like an hour-long commute, you know, between two close cities on a flight, these would be fantastic. But if you're flying for longer periods of time, I would still recommend something like the Bose. And I think another incredible thing about the noise cancellation is it allows me to listen to my music at a lower volume, so the music is more enjoyable, and I can hear some of the more nuanced parts of the audio that I normally don't hear when I'm in like a transparency mode. The case is a little bit bigger, as you can see, the two different cases. It's a little bit bigger on the Pros. That didn't bother me too much. I still carry them in my pocket for most of my day, and I didn't find myself upset at the size. In general, though, the sound quality is superb. I wouldn't say it's an audiophile sound quality. Plenty of people who have released videos that talk about them in comparison to much more expensive headphones and also even cheaper headphones that sound better than these. In my experience, though, for what I do and the convenience, I think they are some of the best headphones you can purchase. Ease of use, switching devices, all that stuff is fantastic. I really enjoy the ability to pause and play with the squeeze. I'm used to the capacitive touch of the original AirPods, and that was a fantastic feature, but I found myself, when I adjusted the fit of the AirPods original, they would tend to pause and or skip tracks when I was making adjustments. These, I can adjust them all I want, and that capacitive touch isn't there, so it doesn't skip tracks or it doesn't pause and play your music unwantedly. Bottom line, my response to, are these worth the $250? Unfortunately, I have to say no. If you're a current AirPods user and you're happy with them, I don't see any reason to upgrade. The Pros, they sound a little bit better, and the noise canceling features are fantastic, but that $250 price tag is just a little too much for me to swallow right now, and I'm likely to be returning these. For general day-to-day use, the AirPods, I think, still will fulfill my commuting needs and any other desires I have for audio listening when I'm around my house cleaning or when I just want to listen to a podcast really quick. I think that the AirPods Generation 1 or 2 completely fulfill those needs, and I don't see the need for the AirPod Pro. If I was traveling very frequently on short airplane flights, I can see these being a game changer, because not having to carry the case for the Bose and just being able to use something like this that has the quality of noise cancellation that they do, that is a perfect use case. And if that's your use case, I highly recommend purchasing these. These are a $400 headphone, and these perform just as good, if not better. They're just not fantastic for long haul flights. I think you're going to find that these are a lot more comfortable for those longer distance flights. But the fact that these can create the level of noise cancellation that they do just by being in your ear and creating the seal, I can't speak highly enough of that. That's fantastic. One thing that's a little unnerving is the initial insertion creates the seal and you lose your hearing for like a second, and then as soon as they activate and they start either the complete noise cancellation or they start the transparency mode where it starts passing through audio, that's a little unnerving because it's weird. It's like you're dunking your head under water and you're getting that seal or like that pressure of water or something, but then it releases and then you can hear fine again. But the initial getting the seal of the AirPods in your ear is really, I think it's unnerving. But it's only a 1 second experience and then it goes away.